Alright, so we have 81 people up on the live. Let me just jump in because I'm on my way to another event. So after we talk about the situation that is happening right now with the videos that you've been seeing on social media, where it seems like the current students, them just seem very unruly, them seem very misbehaved, and we just see the videos them are pop left, right, and center. And it begs the question, is it that it is just because nowadays we have smartphones? Why we're seeing a lot of these videos more and more often? And I'm one of them people there who I believe that of course the smartphones play a part, because back in when I used to go to school, when I Excelsior, there were students who get into fight with teachers. It used to happen. It's not uncommon. I remember when I used to go to Jesse Ripple, there was a youth that the name Neville. A teacher reprimanded him and he draped up the teacher. And this was in primary school, you know. That youth did bad. To the point of people didn't know to call him Neville the Devil, because of how unruly that child was. And the fights them did happen, things happen, but for some reason it never became like got to the point where it was a national debate. And so the other day I see a video where there were two students in our classroom and them a fight, and them back and forth with it, and a teacher intervened. And so when the teacher intervened, it's like the people them don't notice that the teacher was present. It never make any significant impact. It didn't change their behavior. They just continued fighting. And outside of social media, that is what I think is the real issue. The difference is the respect that the current, young people them, that they have for authority. We did bad when me I got to school, and not me, because I did, hello. I was well behaved. But the difference was our attitudes to authority. I was some time ago, I remember just I'm like early 20s and stuff, and I'm taking the bus, it's a JUTC bus, and I realized the kids them, they have the older people them, like the big people them in the bus. I can tell say like older churchwoman and churchman them in the bus. And there were some young people there in them school uniform and all kind of things. And they decided to play some of the dirtiest version of our song. And they were talking about stories of their sexual activities in them uniform, in the presence of adults. No. You see when me I go to school? Of course, you have your friend them where them are do little things them and lap up in a bus. But the difference was, you see, when you see an adult, is all of a sudden you put on Disney and Nickelodeon behavior. It's like, what? When the adult come out of the bus, that is when you go back and say, boy, we did a feel up, and all kind of this did a go on. And I found it shocking. They don't care. They will be at the bus stop in front of teachers, their own teachers, and they'll be talking about all kind of carelessness, all kind of expletives, and it's like the teacher doesn't, the authority that you think the teacher would carry with just that figure alone, it no hold no weight at all. So I'm not blaming social media. All it do is just show what has always happened. But what has changed for me is I think the breakdown and the sort of reverence and the sort of respect that I guess you will have for authority. Going to school when say you have the disciplinarian and you have the dean of discipline that carry a certain weight. When the principal enter classroom, it carry a certain weight. And the way how I feel social media has played a part, it means that social media has brought everybody in a one common place. So there is no more hierarchy. You remember the days when you used to young and you wonder what it is like to be an adult? Like you can't wait for be 18. I remember when me and Dan forgot college so me can break out and party and know way, and drink liquor and all of them things there. These days, because of social media, everybody is in a common space. If you go up on Dancehall Shade Room, you have people in the comments who are giving their opinions, and sometimes young people have argument and you do not know, say you have argument with a 9-year-old. Everybody in the same space. Nowadays, you know your teacher, Facebook and Twitter page. You able to see the teacher when she used to go to school. You're able to have friends and family who didn't know your teacher. So that sort of respect and that sort of immediate sense of awe that you would have for just an adult, it break down because of social media. Everybody in this one common space, and it gives you sometimes it can give a young person the sense of feeling, say, of course you know more than me. You do the same things that me I do. Me and you go book up at the same party. You and my auntie used to go to the same school and she tell me say, you know, you used to be a little dryad girl, so me no need for have no sense of respect for you at all. It's a lot of these things that come into place. It go, that's what happening. Them time when me at that school, me don't know nothing about my teacher more than know so my teacher come to school, and that's just it. These days, everybody. That's why when me say a bad comment on my Instagram sometimes, I realize say I want to look up me not bother have argument because I'm like I cannot jump into you and have an adult conversation and realize say you are in this adult space when you're really not mature enough to be a part of this type of thing. And what is happening now, you know, you have to go back to the homes and in terms of how you are raising children to go there. So if me tell you, you know, the older I get me realize that the role of a parent is very vital. When you think about how when them a teach you how to drive, them tell us say you have to practice protective driving, so you don't drive for yourself, you have to drive for other people as well. Is the same thing needs to happen when you are raising kids. You have to think about not just how me I raise my daughter and my son just for me. You have to think, am I creating a good human being so when him go out there, him actually don't become a nuisance and a pest to somebody else? These are the sort of values and the sort of way you think about how you raise kids. I don't care less with the fighting and the stuff. Like, honestly, it happened. And then when it comes down to the whole idea of like rules and having, you know, having a sort of self-discipline, you have to instill it. Me never like rules. Me never like rules at all. As me get look older, I understand, say it makes sense. But can I realize that if you never give me rules, you know, me not study, you know, if me never know somebody have to come in and me have to take up book, me not study. Me go want to go, me go want to fight, I go and play whatever game me need for to play. And so rules are very important. The other day I think it was over in high school that them, you know, them have them genes. Oh, but so come out for this. So they had their jeans there, and the whole entire conversation, the whole thing was that you're not supposed to have ripped jeans, and you know you're not supposed to expose, you know, your skin, you know, fear, you know, a show be too short and all of these things. And the kids showed up there, not paying attention to none of the rules at all, not paying attention to any of the box foot rules. And so them did actually want to go in. So you tell me no, you know, so the rules said no ripped jeans, no short up, and you. Sorry about that. I did get a call a while ago. I did get a call just now. So they showed up there, you get me? Fully well aware of the rules, but them feel like as if them they above it. No, I'm not gonna say rules cannot change, you know. But you see how you change it? You see if the students they come together like a couple weeks before Jeans Day and say, yo, we want to have a discussion, talk with the student council and say we want to have a discussion for review the rules and see how we can have some change and try to be more current with the times and sit on the board and, you know, at least try for sure be proactive like that. We could have say, you know what? You know, that's not so bad. That's not so bad, that is how you use your voice, but you don't show up there now and have this sense of just like, yo, rules are meaningless. And it not going to make sense to them until they get older, because when me did younger, me never liked the fact for rules, but me did understand the significance of it. Me never want to follow, but me did just know, say, somehow, it did make sense. Say, you know, you can't just have people unruly. Somebody said, very God bless the parents that are doing a good job parenting, and that is very true. That is absolutely very true. I'm tired of the videos them now, and then the lecturers say, and the teachers them are going to treat, you know. Them are going to treat right about now. I feel like I don't want to have my, you know, my picnic, you know, take on one job as a mechanic or something else instead of turn one teacher, because right about now, teachers are going into a battle zone because it's like them have to prepare for anything. And with that sort of attitude, sometimes them end up and get mean for no reason at all. Because it's like them just feel so they put them already at them throat, so they just need to prepare for anything and, you know, fight to them need for the fight. Well, anyway, readers, that is just it for the conversation. I have to cut from here right now, because I'm on my way to an event to the Prime Minister have one media appreciation. I'm gonna get invited as media. So I have to say big up for that. So anyway, peace out. Take care. Let me know in the comment section what are your thoughts on it. Sound off below. Take care and enjoy a great night. Make sure to like the video too and share it. Come on, people to have this conversation and keep it going. Alright, big up on yourself, readers. You send them some picture or post some things how I go on. Oh yeah, I have this now.